Hello and welcome. I'm Lynn of Lynn X Stitches Creates, and welcome to my floss tube channel about kind of cross stitch and the project bags I make. It is Tuesday, September 12th, 2023. This is episode 99, and as you can tell, I am someplace different, and I don't know if you can hear the ocean, but I am away for a couple of days. I am in between retreats and decided to hide out at the beach for a couple of days. I ran away from home. So, a lot to tell, a lot to show. So let's get into it. 2 weeks ago, when I came to you last, I was sewing my little hands off, trying to get a trunk show together for the Crazy Woman Retreat that was happening in Casper, Wyoming. It happened. It was wonderful. If you are new to my channel, thank you for checking it out. I know some of my new friends from that retreat are here. Thank you. I hope you come back again. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, thank you so much. I appreciate all that you do for me and all the comments. It's great. So I flew out last Wednesday, and it was not a bad trip. It was just kind of funny because we landed early, like half an hour early, and then they couldn't get anyone to drive the gate, the jetway that they bring to the plane to let you off. They couldn't find anyone to drive it. So instead of being early, we were 10 minutes late. Because it took them that long to get someone. We were on the plane for 40 minutes at the gate, just waiting for the gate to be extended. So by the time I got off my plane, Athena and Stacy, Athena Stitching Goddess Designs, and Stacy from Stacy Stitches on Floss Tube, but whose store is now Thread the Needle Stitchery. They had my bag already. So we flew into the Denver airport, and we were going to drive to Casper because it was cheaper to fly into Denver, rent a car, and drive than it was to fly into Casper. So we decided we were just going to take it in two easy parts. We stayed overnight in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Stayed at a wonderful hotel, but on the way we stopped at Colorado Cross Stitcher, and I have just a pile of stuff all around me. Let me see. So we stopped at the Colorado Cross Stitcher, which is just north of Denver in Loveland, Colorado. Very cute little store. Sorry for the crinkles. I know the bag is very loud. I got a bunch of floss that I needed for kits, and these are colors for what did I get them for? Pretty floss colors. I got them for what did I get them for? Hold, please. Let me look. I think I picked them all up for the Bent Creek that I'm going to do, which I believe I forgot the pattern, so I can't start it while I'm away. Yes, I did. I got them for Kitty Cat Row by Bent Creek. Cannot start it though because I left the pattern at home. But while I was there, I found this beautiful Belfast linen that's pearl gray. It's 32 count. I don't know. It just says Colorado Cross Stitcher, so I don't know if she does her own. A beautiful pearl gray fabric. And I'm going to put this on it. My needle and thread brings me joy. It is a pattern by Frog Cottage Designs. Had not heard of them before. So, yeah. So I'm going to put that on there. And then I'm going to wait till I get home to pick out the floss. I might do it in red, or I might get crazy and do it in a different color. We'll see. And then lastly, while I was waiting around for Athena and Stacy to finish shopping, I was filming the models that she has throughout her store, and I saw all these little pieces done, and I said, I have to have that pattern. So this is by the Colorado Cross Stitcher, and it's the Sisterhood of the Needle. But they don't all say that. There's a man and a woman here, and it says Fellowship of the Needle, and I really like that. So whatever ones I stitch, I'm going to put Fellowship instead of Sisterhood, because I know a lot of guys that cross stitch. And I'll be talking about one in just a minute. So that was a Colorado Cross Stitcher, and I will put in the video that I took here. Okay, so we got to Cheyenne, stayed overnight, gorgeous hotel, Highly recommend. And then we got up Thursday morning, continued the drive, and got to Casper. Stacy and I set up our trunk shows. And so then the retreat started. So because I had been sick at the beginning of August and missed Camp Black Needle, Athena collected all the things that my generous friends brought for me. I have a seagull who loves me. He's outside my window. I'll see if I can show him to you. I guess not. I guess I can't flip the camera. Let's see if I can. There's my friend the seagull. He keeps coming up and visiting with me. I don't know what he thinks. He must think I'm going to give him something to eat. He walked up to me. He was within like two feet of me, just looking like, what are you going to give me? Like, I'm not going to give you anything. But anyway, so Athena brought all my stuff from camp. She also brought me a couple of shirts that I had asked her to make. One was with my logo, so I won't show you that because you've seen that before. But she brought me my Sable shirt. I've been after her to do this design for a while. Sable, stash acquired beyond life expectancy. And then she added at the bottom, life expectancy equals immortal. So that's one of my new t-shirts. And then the other one is for fall. And it says stitching weather, which to me, all weather is stitching weather. But I really thought that was cute. And the beautiful brown is really showing up in this light because this is a dark brown vinyl instead of a black. So she brought me my shirts so that we didn't have to mail them. One of the presents was from Erica and Kevin from Akio Whip. And Erica made this beautiful Snoopy bag. Look how it's all quilted. I love it. And it's a size that I can get an 11 by 11 Q-snap in. They also got me a Pirate Snoopy ornament because Kevin and I are doing Poltergeist Pirates. We get together every month on Zoom. Not just me and Kevin, but there's a group of us. Look at this. Isn't this cute? It's got a little gummy bear. It's got the hook. And it's lip balm. Let's see. It's grapefruit lip smacker. And then I have a wand. And that's their logo. Akio Whips for their YouTube. And then their Instagram, Erica Maleficent and Stitching Arcade for Kevin. And it's just a little notebook. Post-it notes. I thought that was really cute. That was very clever. And then they did a little tin with some scissors and a little itty bitty seam ripper. It's got the rubber eraser. And then there's a magnet in here, so you can put needles on the top. So very cute. And then a little coaster. It's got chickens. And some project cards. Keep track of things. And then some cards that I can punch to be floss drops. And on the back, I got the floss. So, thank you, Kevin and Erica. I do love it. I do love it all. So much fun stuff. So that was one gift. Then I got another bag, and Athena wasn't sure who made it. We think maybe it was Devi, who is Glitter Dove Fairy on Instagram. So Devi, if it was you, thank you. If it wasn't you, and it was you that you're watching, please tell me. I put in a bunch of stuff that other people had left for me. Cute little orc container. Isn't that cute? And that was made by Beth D. And then someone did playing card floss drops, and then there's a little charm in there, and that was June. Let's see. I know Athena has gone through everything, so if you'd like to see, because she got all the same things. Let's see. This is from Dusty, who is Serenity Stitcher. Look at this beautiful, it's wooden, but it's got this saying on it. It's all sparkly. It's needle minder. So there's lots of things in the bag from people. There's a Grime Guard from Erica. Not Akio Whips Erica, a different Erica. Thank you, Erica. Oh, some floss drops with some jewelry there from Under the Sea Fabrics. From the Cross Stitch Fanatic, who is Allie. There is candy. Always gotta have some candy. Hershey bar. Oh, get that out. So many different things. Like I said, I'm not gonna go through it all because I don't know everybody. Because I wasn't there. This is from You Are a Highlight of This Retreat, from the Redneck Bifocal Stitcher, which is Sarah. And she's a new to Floss Tube. If you haven't checked her out, go check her out. She's a lot of fun. I'm just seeing so many things. I'm just really blessed to have so many wonderful people in my life. Then let's see. There were some patterns from Firewing Designs that were being given away at camp, and Athena grabbed some for me. So we have Dragonfly number 7 Hitchhiker. Very cute. Peridot, or Peridot, which is the green. Dragonfly number 6 Appalachian Morning. Dragonfly number 4 Prairie Skimmer. I love that one. That one I see in my future. Lapis. Oh, I've got 2 of the Peridot. So this will be a giveaway, because there's 2. And then Court Jester. So those are all from Firewing Designs. Thank you very much, Firewing Designs. Then I did some shopping with Athena online through Zoom. Sorry about that. So, Athena called me during that retreat, and I went shopping. So I got a Candyland from Love You More Studio. It's open at the top. It's got all the candy inside. So, oh, that's right. And then I bought some Pony Black needles, and they gave me a bookmark. Gotta put those in a different place. And then I'm not sure who I got this from. I'm sorry. Just let me stitch and no one gets hurt. So just a small little bag, whether I use it for floss in another project bag or whether I use it as a little wee one, I haven't decided yet. I also got from the same person some floss jewelry. Look at that guy. Isn't he cute? And then there's scissors and some blue beads. Because I take a lot of the time, I will take my, because I bobbinate, I'll loop all my bobbins on one of those. Let's see, from Under the Sea Fabric, I got, it's kind of a blue-gray. This is it's called Tarnished Silver. It's in 28 count. It's a fat quarter. Oh, and it almost matches the wall back here. It's a little darker. Isn't that pretty? And then from Dying for Sass, Jenny English, I got Winter Sky. Isn't that pretty? And Island Time. And then I got a piece of 16 count Aida, which I know you're thinking, Aida? But I do. I stitch on Aida every now and then. Look at this piece. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness. It's so sparkly. So, those were my purchases at Camp Black Needle. And last month I won Athena's giveaway. You know, she's been curating floss because she wanted to build her own floss, and she's curating through Thread the Needle Stitchery. You can join as a subscriber to Athena's Thread Club, and she picks threads that speak to her from Harry Potter themes. So I got the ice cream shop, which was it Flourish and Blots? I remember I was happy because one of the words we didn't have to use, that was part of the name. So it came with Really Tealy, celery, house wine, caterpillar, and lavender Louise. So very pretty. All very pretty colors. And I will be I have signed up to be part of her monthly thread pack club with Thread the Needle Stitchery. So speaking of which, so Athena brought all those things. Stacy brought my market order. Needlework market, not needlework market, March's market, needlework expo. That was only online, but still new patterns. So I got from New York Dreamer, home is where the fabric and floss are. From Puffin Stitches, which used to be Jonesy Stitchery, the Lotus Jones Morning Sampler, which is the fifth verse of Amazing Grace. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. And look at the border on that. I don't know if you can see it in the picture. The border is gorgeous. So that's Megan. She's the frozen crafter on Floss Tube, but she is now Puffin Stitchery, or Puffin Stitches. And then Counting Puddles. Oh my gosh, this is so adorable. It's Rabbit's Bright Winter Night Ornament. Isn't he cute? I think he's adorable. He's 58 by 62 inches high. So cute. So very cute. And then I got from Shannon Christine Santa Mitten, which is 40 by 54. Look at him. Isn't he cute? So another small one that's an ornament. So who knows? Those might get started and finished at some point before Christmas. I have so many things. Okay, so that was Needlework Express. So they gave me those things when we got to the retreat. We went to the Crazy Woman retreat. This is her second one. So we got from Misty, who ran the retreat, this bag. And inside the bag, we got the floss drop. Isn't that cool? With the floss for our designer project. Not many colors. We got the fabric from our designer. We got a needle minder. Oh, this wasn't from, sorry, this I put in here because it matched. This was from Cynthia at the retreat. This was not part of our designer thing. Though we did get a needle. It came on a cute little flower. I just took it off because I haven't put it on the needle minder yet. And let me see here. Okay, so this is the pattern. Wendy from the Heart, Needle Art by Wendy, was our designer this weekend. Trying to get, oh, I don't show the pattern. Okay, and here is the pattern. Rocky Mountain Quaker. Isn't that great? She had the picture there, and I'll put that in for inspiration. Just so pretty. So I made a start on mine, and that's what that's where I've gotten to so far. So this is 36 count. So it's 1/2. You know I like 2/2, but for that I am willing to do that different. And then Wendy also gave us, she gave us a waxer. She gave us a laser cut square that's 3 inches by 3 inches. Then she gave us a needle book pattern. So it says Crazy Woman Stitch In Retreat 2023. And then she's told us to try to step outside our comfort zone and pick a fabric to do this book in. So there's mine, and I believe it's 40 count. So we'll see what happens. I haven't started that yet because I started the pattern because I love the pattern so much. Just look at those colors. Aren't they pretty? Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So I tried to roll it because usually that way it keeps it without getting, but because I'm traveling and I've had to pack it in a suitcase, it got crushed anyway. So, okay. So that was our designer pattern and some of our swag. I did a little shopping there. And from Jenny from Cricklewood Crossings, I got Love Grows. And it says, love grows when stitching is shared. Isn't that pretty? And then from Live and Die LA, she was also there, I got a 28 count Opal Lugana in Hella. And it's a really pretty black. That's opalescent. And then during our smalls exchange, someone had stitched this up, so I had to go get it. Stitchery Express was there, and Teresa Kogut, Black and Jack. And the person that had stitched it had put it on a fabric flare pumpkins, but they didn't have any pumpkins, so I'm gonna put it on this fabric flare piece. Came with 4 different things. I debated about the ghosts, but I think they would just be too busy, so I'm gonna do it on the bats. And this Teresa Kogut pattern is 35 by 60, so not very big either. And then, who knows, maybe I'll cut up the rest of this and use that as a giveaway too for the 100th episode, because today's 99, 100, it's right around the corner next week. Let's see, what else do I have to show you? We did, I did not participate in the smalls exchange because I didn't have time to finish something. I had something I was going to bring it with me, and then I didn't have time to finish it, so I just said I wouldn't do that. But we did a project bag exchange, which same way, you know, they called numbers, everyone went up, grabbed whatever, and I grabbed a bag that had this sticking out the top, and inside was this beautiful bag. Look at how pretty that is. And the inside is just very simple, and it also came with some floss jewelry, and then another one, and a needle minder. Check out that duck. So, and that was made by Nancy from the Bougie Stitchers. I did not know it was hers. Just happened because some of my friends know my MO. I watch, see, but no, I didn't see that one was hers, and I love it, Nancy. And speaking of Nancy, Nancy also made me this project bag. Isn't that fabulous? I love it so much. Look at that. And then inside it's a yellow check. Isn't that cute? And oh, 2 other things I forgot. Well, one thing I forgot. So this was from Camp Black Needle. My friend Sue brought for me some of her favorite tea. And I'm looking forward to trying it. Oh, there's no name on it. Look at how pretty that is. So I don't know what kind it is, Sue. I know it's your favorite kind, but I don't think you've ever told me the name, and there's no name at all. So I will find out from Sue and tell you next week what kind it is. Or Sue, put it in the comments, because I know you watch, Sue. So when you watch this, Sue, I need to know the name of your favorite tea. It smells really good, though. And then, so back to Crazy Woman. This is wrapped up because, you know, traveling, airplanes, suitcases. Uh-oh. I hope I don't. Oh, no, I know how to put it in there. Okay. So, Jenny from the Bougie Stitchers gave everybody quart jars. And look at the little frog inside. Isn't he cute? And then there was Tanya, who made counting pins. And I just put it in. She had a lot of them on like a raffle ticket, but she'd run out by the time she got to me, so I just put it in here so I wouldn't lose it. So very cute. That will go in my stitching spot at home. Hopefully it makes it in one piece. I've been on 3 airplanes at this point, and they broke my brand new suitcase. Oh, so Prince Tea House is where Sue's tea came from. I don't know what kind. Okay, so also in the bag, people went around. This was made by Daynette, and she has a counting pin in there. Daynette sat at my table. Stacy, Athena, and I all sat together. Daynette and Sheila joined. Sheila, sorry, I get so used to Sunshine Stitcher. Sheila sat with us, and Daynette made these for everybody, or for table mates. Then Angela saw that I like Snoopy. I became known as the Snoopy lady at the retreat. And she had made some things for her table mates, but this one had a Snoopy head on it. So she's like, I have to give it to you. So it's a little pin cushion. There's a pin there. Look at that. Look at the blues. Oh my gosh. This was so meant for me. Scissor fob. She had some, oh, that's where those stickers were. Crazy WomanRetreat stickers. An extra little hoop to do a mini finish. And then this is an acupuncture ring, and it's actually a metal. And she said you're just supposed to, as your fingers get tired, run up and down. And it does, it feels really good, and it presses especially at the end of your finger. So thank you, Angela, for these. I don't want to lose anything. And then this was from just a little accessories pouch from Laura, who's Lefty Laura Stitches on Instagram. And from Ray Slade. And she's got little hedgehog stickers. Look at these, so cute. Oh my goodness. The cuteness. So cute. And let's see. Oh, I got that needle minder, and there's no name, and I didn't get their name. I'm so sorry. Red Thicket was there selling fabric. And so these are floss drops and a wooden needle minder. Beautiful, beautiful fabrics. We got some mini Uno card floss drops. And Athena wrote down everybody's name. One of the stitchers made these keychains for everybody, or you could put it on your zipper pull to make it to be able to carry it. I think this says "but first coffee." Give me this. It's got a little coffee cup on it. And then, oh my gosh, look at this. One of the ladies stitched everyone in one of these little mini hoops and made it into floss jewelry. How amazing is that? And Misty put out playing cards from Las Vegas so you could make them into a floss drop. My table mate Sheila, her brother Sheila makes acrylic floss drops, so you can scan that and check him out. She also gave me a pen, which I put in my table pouch so that I wouldn't lose it and always have a pen handy. We had such a good time. We had so much fun with these ladies. The retreat was so relaxing. Even though I was selling stuff, it was just absolutely wonderful. Misty, thank you so much. It was a wonderful, wonderful retreat. Okay. Now that I've spent 40 minutes showing you things I've been given and bought, stitching. Well, I did show you the retreat piece, okay? But I did do other stitching. So, because Nancy and I from Bougie Stitchers were in the same spot, we got out, because we're supposed to be selling it, but neither one of us is getting very far. Yo Ho Ho Santa by Sue Hillis. And we put some, I think I have a picture of it. And we put some more time in. And I got a little bit, I did put in the brown of his, started putting in his bag, the sack on his back. So this was a mystery fabric that I had gotten from Keepsakes back in 2019. I had to restart it because I had started it 2/2 and it was just too tight. I took it apart. Now I'm doing it 1/2. I think it's 36 count, though it might be 40. So it takes me a little time to get adjusted to the different count. And then, of course, if you've done a Sue Hillis, you know that there's a lot of confetti. She likes to get her colors just right, which I appreciate that. So that's that. Then let's put that over here. I also brought with me, as part of my 80 Singo, I don't know that I talked about that last time. September with Magazine Monthly Cross Stitch Group is AB Singo. It is a challenge. They consider it a pop-up challenge for the month. You do a bingo board with the letters of the alphabet. We have 26 letters in our alphabet. There's only 25 spots on the bingo board, so they take one out. This year they took out T. Is that right? I believe so. So I am playing makeup because I was so focused on project bags. I've been playing makeup since I was at the retreat. So the first letter that was called was Q, and for Q, I have my January Quaker by Wendy. And I am using Cottage Garden Threads Wren, so that I only have the one color. And I'm pretty sure I have a picture because I need it for Magazine Monthly. I need to move over because I have a feeling it's over here because that's where there'll be room. I'm usually over here, but it's going to be over here this time. So there's where I am now. I've gotten more in this. And I am not going to put the word January. I'm going to put my initials when I get this done. So there is not much more of this motif. And then there's 3 little motifs to put in over here, my initials, and it'll be done. So that was my beginning on that. Then for 3 different days, I have, well, was called, I have it for 5 days, because it's AB Singo, and I can't always think of some ways to make things work. I just cheated, and the entire alphabet is on Modern Folk Embroidery's The River. This was in a Black Needle Society box, and I am doing it with River of Life floss from Forbidden Fiber Co. that came with that box. And I've got a picture of where I was when I first started. And this is 3 different calls. So each of these motifs is 100 stitches, and I didn't finish explaining. So with AB Singo, you can either do 1 hour or 100 stitches on a piece, and that fulfills the requirements for that day. So my first day, I did that motif. The next call was that motif, and then that motif. So it'll be called 2 more times because I had it on there 5 times, which I didn't even plan it that way, but that'll be perfect. That'll finish all the motifs. So I am only going to do 2 here. So once I finish those motifs, I will start on this last big section. So I am, for me, half done when I get all those motifs done, which is good. I mean, it does not bother me to have this as kind of a long-term project. I like it. So, and I don't mind taking it bit by bit. So that's that. Okay, so that's, oops, I didn't put that away. So that's 4 days. I worked on these 2. For the letter D, I had daisies on the We Should Be Friends from Tiny Modernist, and I have been finishing filling that in. I worked on it one day for a call, and then yesterday when I was at the airport waiting because my plane was delayed, I finished filling that in. So that's done, and now that's the biggest thing on there, and now I can start putting in the flowers. Looking forward to that. And that was in the Buzzworthy Stitching from Black Needle Society. And then, ooh, I crushed up my pattern. That's not good. Then one of my other calls was Luminous Fiber Arts, Counting is Hard. And I put some time in on that. I'm doing this on a Bestitch Me fabric, which is coconut shell, which is the same fabric that We Should Be Friends is on. And I have now finished up the bird. So I finished crossing all that and put his legs in. So slowly but surely. This was a start along with Bobby from Pumpkin Creek Primitives and Courtney. Is that right? Yeah, Courtney from Stitches Please. So I know Bobby's not done. I don't know about Courtney. So if you're watching Courtney, let me know. So those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, think this is the last one that was a whip go. I haven't even started doing whip go. That'll be in the next couple of days. AB Singo call. Ooh. Okay. This is Bat Pig by Pedal Pusher. And I have done, we've got the border. I'm starting in this bottom fence area. I've got the pumpkin all in, done his wings. I decided to make his hooves black instead of the tan color. I just thought it was better. So, oh, excuse me. So that's my progress on Bat Pig. A couple of these, if I just spent a couple of days, these could be done. I should do that. I just realized I forgot a project that I was working on for AB Singo. I was working on Schoolhouse Rock, which I believe Katie's calling Knowledge is Power, which is a mystery sal going on right now with the Black Needle Society. And I had this done, and I added 100 stitches with the schoolhouse. So another start I've got to get going on and get done. So yeah. So that was another project. Back to it. Okay, so that was all the stitching at Crazy Woman. So Crazy Woman was Thursday to Sunday. We had a great time. We got to hang out with Jen and Nancy from the Bougie Stitchers for a little bit, and Cynthia and Amy and Nancy's daughter Emma. I'm forgetting a couple of people that were sitting at their table. We went out to lunch at this really cool place called Sanford's that is crazy. Like, there's stuff all over the parking lot, and inside there's like cars hanging from the ceiling, and I mean, just everything. It was an interesting place, and the food was amazing. Sunday, Athena and Stacy and I drove back to Denver. We didn't split this one up. We just drove straight through, and I left them in Denver. They flew to their homes, and I got up uber early for a 6 a.m. flight, and I flew to San Francisco yesterday, Monday. And I rented a car, and I drove to Santa Rosa, and I went to the Charles Schulz Museum. It was amazing. There may have been a few tears shed. It was kind of a doubly emotional day for me, because being 9/11, the 9/11 before the world imploded, my dad died of cancer. Probably 3 hours before the first plane hit the Twin Towers. So for me, 9/11 is a rough day. And so going to the Charles Schulz Museum, and of course he's gone now too. He also served in World War II as my dad did. You know, it was fun. It was amazing. And that's where Kevin and Erica from Akio Whips met me. Because they live in California, so they drove and met me, and we had a blast. We had lunch together at the Warm Puppy Cafe, and my lunch, my hot dog and chips, came in a souvenir dog dish, which this will go to my grandson. How cute is that? And of course I did other shopping. And everything's crushed. Suitcases. I got my grandson some Snoopy Band-Aids. And I got him a cookie. Let's see. And I got him a book because he loves to read. Loves all books. I got myself a journal. Today is the day. I also got myself let's see. Sorry about that. I should have organized this better. I got myself a magnet over the moon. I got a t-shirt. Far out. Though this might be for my husband. I might give this to my husband so that he has his own tie-dyed shirt. They had some charms. And I don't know if I'll put this on something, put it on a Christmas project, but it's Snoopy and Woodstock in a sleigh. Or I could always put a magnet on and make a needle minder. I haven't decided yet. I also got a pencil case, which I will use as an accessory pouch. And there's a different strip on the other side with Luke Sally. I got another t-shirt, which is why I said I might give the tie-dye one to my husband. Because right now they have a Snoopy in Space exhibit, Snoopy in Orbit. So I might keep that one for me and give that one to my husband. I got a couple of luggage tags. Pin, which I think this I will definitely turn into a needle minder. And then they had one of those penny machines, and you didn't even have to provide a penny. You just put $1 in and it does it all. So got that one. Snoopy holding the dog dish with Woodstock in it. And then this one is Charlie Brown holding Snoopy on top of the museum logo. So, and I, one of, if you've ever watched or follow Epbot, Jen is a blogger. She started out doing a blog, Cake Recs, of all these cakes that people go in and say, you know, I want this cake, and they get this monstrosity. I actually met Jen when she was on a book tour, and I talk to her different times on Instagram now. But she has a different blog called Epbot, and it is, because she loves Disney, so play on words with Epcot, but she does all kinds of crafty things. And she actually took these and made them, took a piece of leather to make a bracelet, and then put, you know, like those metal things that you would nail on a drawer or a box and slide something in, like a piece of paper in to say what it is. She used these, but I believe she clear coated her pennies before she did that. And I think you could do that with these pennies and then glue a magnet on it, and that would keep them from, you know, the patina that pennies go through, but would also protect your fabric of your cross stitch fabric from anything that might, you know, develop on a penny. So that's all that haul. like I said, Erica and Kevin and I had a great day. We went through the museum. We had lunch. The Warm Puppy Cafe is actually in the ice skating arena that Charles Schultz helped build, and had sponsored hockey games and Christmas ice programs. And he also had tennis court built because he was an avid golfer, avid tennis player. He played hockey, up until he was my age, maybe older. And then there was the other gift shop near the ice arena, and the Warm Puppy Cafe is in the ice arena. And they still have his table reserved. But the gift shop also has displays upstairs in there too. So there's tons and tons to see. If you follow Snoopy at all, his brother Spike, who is very skinny and lives in the desert in Needles, California, something I learned at the museum was he lived there because that was a significant place in Charles Schultz's life. He and his family lived there when he was young during the Depression, in like one of those communities that, Grapes of Wrath, all that kind of thing, that they were going, from place to place trying to find work, and his family was there. They said they joined his family that was there, but they didn't stay long. It was only like a month or so, but it was that big an impression on him. So, and they have his studio. They rebuilt his studio office upstairs in the museum, so you can see. It was really cool. It was really cool. So I'm extremely glad, on each side of that wonderful experience with the airline. The middle was great yesterday. The beginning and the end. So as I was driving back to San Francisco to drop off my rental car and get my plane, I'm getting text messages from my car rental place in Portland saying, your plane's been delayed. You can get a one-way rental and drive. Like, I'm not driving 10 hours from San Francisco to Portland. That's not what I'm doing. So my plane was delayed. I think it was the high winds. At one point, they were like 20 to 30 miles an hour. So they were waiting for them to get settled down, I think. But it could be something else. The gate people didn't really know. So I was supposed to take off at 8:15. We ended up not leaving until 9:45. The plane got in, we all got loaded, and then they had allowed a lady in one of those scooters to ride it down the ramp and gate check it, and nobody told the workers at the airport that was there. So then they had to figure out when they saw it, because they were gate checking some bags because the flight was absolutely full. So then they had to take an extra 15 minutes to get the scooter from the gate down into the plane. So we're all sitting there waiting, and the pilot's like, well. But I finally made it to Portland last night, got my rental car on this end, and got to my hotel about midnight. So it was a long day because I had been up at 2:45 Mountain Time to get that plane yesterday. So it was a very long day. And then this morning I got up, I checked out of that hotel, and I went to Acorns and Threads. And then I got a couple of things there. I Athena had one of these. Someone had given her, and I thought it was the coolest thing. It looks like a lipstick container, but has been made into a pin cushion, and it even came with needles. How cool is that? I will probably put some of my pony black needles in there because I really like those. But how cool is that for a needle case? I had gotten some Whisper, the fluffy stuff. And look at this. This is called Arctic Rays. And I don't know what I'm going to use it on, but it's sort of like Whisper, but it's also, it's not soft. It's not like woolly. It's more like plastic tinsel. I'm not describing it well. But I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I thought that was really cool. And then I got 2 cuts of fabric. They sell a lot of banding. If you need banding for anything, Acorns and Threads is the place to go. So I'm going to use this for my Heart and Hand Anytown, Tiny Town. And then I'm going to use this, and that was a 16 count. This is a 24 count, and I'm going to use this for the Bent Creek Kitty Cat Row. And then I left there and I drove to the beach. So here we are today. I have caught you all up. I'm going to stay here the next 2 days, enjoy the beach. I'm just going to open my patio door. Hopefully Mr. Seagull will fly away and not come in my room. And I'm going to sit and stitch. And I'm just going to relax and enjoy. And then I will drive back to the Portland area for the Acorns and Threads Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit this weekend. I'm so excited. Satsuma Street and Ink Circles are the designers this year. I was originally, I didn't get in the in-person retreat until just now. So Janine had my stuff all packed up in a box and she brought it out and she said, "Do you want it?" I said, "No, you keep it. I will get it when everyone else gets it this weekend," because I would be too tempted to open it and look at it. So next week, I will tell you about the Acorns and Threads retreat and the rest of my trip, and we'll have some special guests and some giveaways for my 100th episode. So thank you for sticking with me this long. I know I'm over an hour and I haven't put in the videos or pictures yet, so it's a long one. I hope it'll upload on the hotel internet. I will see you next week. Thank you for stopping by. Bye.